Hi, everybody. Kara Sundlun coming to you from our streaming center. Thanks for tuning into WFSB Plus. You've been watching a news conference with several Waterbury officials about the nightmare situation with the city being out of water. Many of you under boil water, all of you under a boil water advisory, and many struggling because you haven't had water in some days now. I want to bring you up to date on the biggest points that came out of this news conference that's just wrapping up right now. Number one, there will be no school in Waterbury tomorrow. This is because many of the schools run on old-fashioned steam boilers, and it wouldn't be safe to get everyone there, and then there's a problem as they're trying to turn the water back on and have all the kids in the school and an issue happens. So there is no school tomorrow. It is not because of the boil water advisory, which is still in place in the entire city. Something else that we learned is you're going to tonight need to help the city as they start to get ready to put the water back on. It can't just happen immediately. What they want you to do is, if you have a tub in your house, open up your tub by essentially turning on your water, but you're going to hear some loud clanging and air coming through the system. You're essentially, if you had old radiators and you have to bleed them each year, you're bleeding the system. They need to get the air out of the system. The official's saying if they just turn all the water onto the city, it would be catastrophic. They cannot do that, even though they're doing well with making the repairs. The next step is, they really stressed, we have to go slow, or we could have major damage to homes and businesses. So again, if you're just tuning in to WFSB Plus, there will be no school in Waterbury tomorrow because they're going to try and get the water back on, and they need it to be safe in some of these schools where they have steam boilers. They're also asking you to continue to boil your water, and that may happen for days. Right now, they're going to have you open up your tubs, and for those of you, many of you who don't have water and haven't had it for several days now, that air is going to go through. As far as being able to drink the water, we're a ways off from that. The officials said in the news conference that if it was like a perfect rainbow situation, you might be talking about Thursday, but it could be longer. So really what's going to happen is, once the water gets turned back on and it's flowing into your pipes, which will happen, it will be very discolored, very discolored. So they need to get the water to run clear before they can test it. And then those tests have to come back clear and safe before you could drink it. So when the officials were asked, like, what would be best case scenario, he said that would be his rainbow dream would be Thursday. But I think you're going to want to plan, if you live in Waterbury, for longer than that. We also learned from health officials that any restaurants operating in Waterbury right now, many of them are closed, but those that are operating should not be operating if they're using any city water, because restaurants, according to the FDA guidance, are not allowed to operate if there's a boil water advisory in place in the city. And right now, 100% of Waterbury is under a boil water advisory. This was something new to our reporter, Owen Kingsley, and many of the others there saying, that they were talking and people were washing dishes at restaurants with boiled water. Apparently, according to health officials, they're trying to get the word out that that is not okay, that according to FDA guidance, which restaurants are supposed to follow, they cannot operate with city water when there's a boil water advisory, even if they're boiling their water and washing the dishes that way. Let me just look at my notes here and make sure that I get you anything else that you need to know. I think the big thing is going to be that if you are home tonight, they're going to want you to open your tub, and as soon as that water starts to come out, he wants you to then shut the tub. Don't leave it running. He said if too many people, 40,000 people, all turn on their tubs at the same time, just let it go, they're going to run out of water. So we need everyone to go slow. That was the theme. If you want this to do well and be durable and get everything back to normal, we need everyone at home to go slow. But you will need to open up your tub to allow some water to come out. If you don't have a tub, if it's just showers, you're going to open up some kind of water in your house, probably the shower, let it trickle. As soon as you hear that loud, that clanging, the air coming out of your system, you're going to know that's happening. As soon as water starts to flow, then you turn the water off, and that means you you have bled your system. So once again, schools will be closed in Waterbury tomorrow. You do need to maintain your boil water alert until further notice. Best case scenario, we are talking about Thursday. They are still going to give away free water bottles. That's happening now, and they're going to be doing it at various locations throughout the city. There was some thought that if they couldn't do it at the schools tomorrow, you'd have to go somewhere else other than Crosby School, but that is not going to be the case. Schools are going to be closed. So from 9 to 5 tomorrow, they ran out at some of the sites today, as Sierra Jordan was reporting. So definitely by 5 o'clock, they think they're going to have it back open. They're also giving away bottles that you can pick up at Home Depot at cost to the city. As far as who's going to pay for all this, that is a question that will be answered down the road, but they are hoping that Governor Lamont will give some state funding. We are covering this for you. As you heard, Owen Kingsley is live right now. He's down there, and as he's giving you an update on the water main break and repairs, he's going to have live news for you coming up on Eyewitness News at 4, also on the WFSB app. So again, no school tomorrow, boil water advisory, and best case scenario, we are talking about maybe Thursday, if everything goes perfectly, before they get clear samples back and you can actually drink your water again. City leaders saying they know this has been frustrating. They've spent $30 million to make the system work over the last year. They're clearly going to have to spend a lot more money, and we're going to follow all of this for you, every angle of this story, keeping you updated about when you're going to be able to drink that water again. For now, I'm Kara Sundlun. I'm live here in the Digital Center, bringing you everything you need to know about these updates. Kids are going to get a day off tomorrow just before the holidays. I'm sure they're excited about that. We are going to update you on WFSB Plus, on air and online, and bring you live reports starting on Eyewitness News at 4. For now, everyone, just hang in there. Definitely be safe. You are not to be drinking this water right now. So again, no water drinking for right now. We will continue to update you on this water main break and the repairs that are in process, and we'll keep you informed. For now, we're going to send you back to WFSB Plus, and we'll have the latest as we learn more.